Okay, so the Timberwolves are in drop coverage, which I can't stand, but Grayson Allen's going to set a second ball screen here. There's one ball screen. Here comes the second one. Mike Conley's going to have to switch on to Devin Booker here. That means Rudy Gobert is going to have to come out with Grayson Allen. Like, Mike Conley's switching. Where's someone else? You have to switch this. This is not optional, okay? Anthony Edwards got to get underneath. Where's Rudy Gobert? You got to get up here, okay? You'll have help in the gaps here. When Anthony Edwards switches, he'll be in the gaps here as well. But we can't let Devin Booker come off a ball screen and have this be a practice three. Okay, so you switch this down screen right here. Jaden McDaniels is going to take Devin Booker off this down screen. But now you're going to have to switch. Jaden McDaniels is already late to switch. So now you got to switch again. And Jaden McDaniels has to get underneath because Rudy Gobert's got to come up. He cannot let Devin Booker turn the corner where there's no help. He's got to force Devin Booker to... That's why you got to get underneath. You got to be in help, okay? But this is all terrible. Like, everything about it. Okay, Rudy Gobert is just in the way right now. Just get back to the three-point line, okay? You're guarding Nurkic, just get back into the gaps. Like, right now, you're just screening Anthony Edwards right here. Get in the gaps. Now, Jaden McDaniels also needs to get his back to the baseline right here, so he's seeing the ball, so he can be in the gaps. But, I mean, Rudy, stop. You're screening Anthony Edwards. I should be up here right now. No place for Devin Booker to go. And you backpedal. Okay. Multiple mistakes here in transition. First of all, Anthony Edwards has got to be rotating to the basketball right here, okay? Like, I got to get over here. If my feet are set, I'm going to be in the gaps right here, right? I can stunt, I can recover, all right? Number two, first of all, could Rudy Gobert please get his back to the baseline? You want Karl Anthony Towns to come to the corner, fine, but you got to see the ball. Because Anthony Edwards isn't there, you need now to step up and help. And that doesn't happen either. Stop giving up 2-on-1s. Just switch here, okay? Mike Conley's in the gaps. Jaden McDaniels will be in the gaps on a switch right here. And you're sending two to the basketball. So on this pick and pop, you're leaving Anthony Edwards with no choice. Do I give Eric Gordon a wide open three, or do I step up and Josh Okogie's wide open for three? I guess he chose Okogie to be wide open for three. All terrible gambles. If you're Anthony Edwards, there's a double team on Eric Gordon. You're fine. Get out. Jalen McDaniels. Out, Jaden McDaniels. What? Everyone's gambling here. So has to be a double team. This has to be a double team. Mike Conley's got to get down. I don't know what Rudy Gobert's doing. He needs to get wide. The double team needs to come from here. Towns needs to get out, and this is where you'd rotate from. Okay? Then Anthony Edwards would rotate here. Mike Conley would push Gobert to the corner. But you can't leave Kevin Durant on an island with But what are you going to do? If Anthony Edwards is going under this screen, I have to fully commit to going under the screen. I can't look at Anthony Edwards trying to go over the screen first. Well, now you're not going to get on the other side in any amount of time. By the way, Mike Conley has no one to guard. There's literally no one to guard. Why can't Mike Conley come over here and help? This is what an atrocious possession. Is not a conversation. There is nothing to discuss. A ball screen set at the elbow has to be a switch. Rudy Gobert up, Kyle Anderson in gaps, Anthony Edwards underneath. The Timberwolves don't. So the Timberwolves switch this ball screen right here. Good. So stop. Drew Eubanks is standing. Rudy Gobert's got to be calling out. Flare, flare, flare. Now. So Mike Conley knows, okay, I got to stay up on Durant because I'm going to have to get over the top of this flare screen. I mean, there's clearly no communication because Mike Conley goes right into the flare screen. If you're Karl Anthony Towns, I've got to... Okay, as Drew Eubanks comes to the weak side of the floor, I'm going with him, but I'm keeping my eyes on the ball and Eubanks. Karl Towns isn't seeing the ball. See, right now he should know, okay, Durant's coming this way. I got to step up and double, okay? But you're not seeing the ball. So now you're late to double. Again, if you're Nickeil Alexander-Walker, you're already coming down here anyways. I got to double. You cannot leave Kevin Durant one-on-one inside the block. And then, again, immediate rotation here. Then you're just going to rotate. These are not hard. Stop leaving Kevin Durant alone. Stop. You never guard like this above the three-point. And no, my back is to the baseline. I'm seeing ball. I'm seeing man. Okay, so now you're going to try and get over the top of a down screen early. Well, what's Kevin Durant going to do, you think? I don't know. Maybe blow by you back door? Okay, so before you do anything about this handoff, you have to defend this down screen. Again, this is guard to guard. This is quite an easy switch. The Timberwolves don't do this. So look at this. How is Nickeil Alexander-Walker supposed to guard this handoff right here? You got to switch again here. And yet again, the Timberwolves don't do it. So Devin Booker's in the lane. Easy catch and shoot three. Rudy Gobert, you should be knowing this. I gotta drive, I gotta use the lower half of my body to move Nurkic out on this box out. It's not you're not even boxing out. What? Cannot try and fight over the top of a screen early. If you're Anthony, see, this is where drop coverage is so stupid. Anthony Edwards is trying to get over the top of this screen early because they're going to be in drop coverage. So Anthony Edwards now is going to lean towards the screen. Now Kevin Durant's going to beat him the other way. Look at this. 4 Timberwolves players collapse on the ball. So nice block shot. It's coming right back to Phoenix, though. Okay, so the Timberwolves switch. First of all, they need to switch this first screen. Nickeil Alexander-Walker's got to switch here. So you got Anthony Edwards. Okay, finally Rudy Gobert stepping up to switch. Anthony Edwards has to get underneath immediately. Anthony Edwards goes over the top. No. Rudy Gobert needs to be up and switch. Anthony Edwards is underneath. Rudy Gobert, I can force Devin Booker into help. Nickeil Alexander-Walker can get over and help too. But I'm not letting Devin Booker come off ball screens and just have shoot-around time. Okay, this is a horrendous gamble by Anthony Edwards. Just stay home on Kevin Durant. Why are you racing out to Devin Booker across half court? So now we have a 2-on-1 on this side of the floor. So now Towns and Gobert are going to collapse in the paint because Grayson Allen's wide open here, and that just leaves the weak side perimeter wide open. Okay, so the Timberwolves gave up 76 points in the first half because their defensive scheme is atrocious. Rudy Gobert's got to get up. I can guard Devin. I can force him into help right here. I have multiple bodies here. Instead, the Timberwolves are operating a layup line. This is like pregame layup line. Okay, let's count the mistakes. Anthony Edwards needs to sprint back so he's in the gaps. If you're Jaden McDaniels right here and you're going under, I got to fully commit to going under. I cannot make contact with the screener like this because now I'm late to get over. Anthony Edwards isn't in the gaps where he's supposed to be, and Devin Booker right to the rim again. What is Nickeil Alexander-Walker doing? First of all, Anthony Edwards is right here and help. So just show your hands and slide your feet. Okay, why is Nickeil Alexander-Walker coming up to gamble like this? Why? So now Kevin Durant's going to have a rip-through move and get in the lane. And now you're beat. Stop. And now Karl Towns is coming all the way here to help you. So get your hands off Kevin Durant so I can just slide with him and force him into this help. But you got your hands on Kevin Durant, so now he's able to spin off you again. If you're Rudy Gobert, I do not need to backpedal here. I can stay up and help on Devin Booker because now, once I get the dribble picked up, I can recover. But instead, where's Rudy? Stop! Why were you not up? So now you come to help and you can't get out. Okay, this one really drives me up a wall. It is wing to wing. Just switch. What are you doing? So you trap. Naz Reid isn't rotating up here to get in backside help, so it's very easy to pass out of this, and now the Suns have numbers. So the Timberwolves hedge this screen, okay? Fine. At least it's not drop coverage. But okay, so stop. So Karl Anthony Towns is in backside help right here on Grayson Allen. If Grayson Allen comes off of a flare screen here, you have to switch the flare screen. Shake Milton is not going to be able to get over the top of the flare screen after hedging. My goodness, how does that happen? This is just funny. You just have to laugh. Karl Anthony Towns could easily get up and switch on Kevin Durant. Kyle Anderson's right here in the gaps, okay? And Shake Milton will be too when he gets underneath, okay? Let's see the Timberwolves strategy. Okay, give maybe the greatest scorer of all time the lane in an open jumper. You're Naz Reid. You have help. Get up on Kevin Durant. I can get beat. Okay, I gotta get a little bit further over, but I can get beat. I have help everywhere, okay? The one thing I cannot do is, why am I backpedaling? Again, you're Naz Reid right here. Stop. So you're giving Kevin Durant this angle right here, so I need to get up. Don't gamble. I have to get up, though, okay? Now, Shake Milton's got to get over here in the gaps, right? But I cannot let Kevin Durant come this way, okay? Because my feet are not level to each other. I'm not going to be able to slide my feet, all right? So not only you gamble and don't get up and force him to where that help would be.